I'm a freaky, freaky bitch.
What happened is she was like, well, I think I'm pregnant. I was like, why? How could you be pregnant? You're on birth control. And she's like, I just think I am. I haven't had my period in a while, and so on. And I was like, well, okay, fine, whatnot. I don't care. It's fine. You'll be fine. You probably aren't even pregnant. So I ended up going over to her house after waiting like 2 weeks to try to see if she would actually say that she was or not. She probably already had her period and was just fucking with me or whatnot. So this is that movie star type part of the relationship that you're like, what the fuck? How the fuck did she think she was pregnant and whatnot? So when I went over to her house that day, she owed me 20 bucks. So we walked over to Walgreens. It was probably like a block away from her house, and I was like, why not? Let's go get this shit. And then once I was like, alright, let's go in. She's like, nope, I'm sitting outside. I was like, why? And she's like, because I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. That's embarrassing. And I was like, so that's not embarrassing for me? She's like, no, here's your money. Now go buy it. I'm like, what? You still owe me money? She's like, no, that's what you do. This is your problem. I'm like, okay. So I walk in, and it's really awkward. If you've ever done this, you know how awkward it is to go get a pregnancy test. It is so awkward. So I walk in, I'm like, oh shit, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna fucking do this? Am I gonna have to like sneak back there? Am I gonna have to walk around the store a couple times, do a couple laps, try to find when the best opportunity was to go up to the counter without looking weird? Because I was only 17 at the time, or 16. Maybe I was 17. I don't know. I think I was 17, and I just felt young and too out of it. I know it's bad, but as I walked in, I did a little lap around Walgreens, and I was like, alright, no one's at the counter. Let's go and grab that shit. So I ended up grabbing that, and then I ended up going and get a Rockstar just to cover it up, be like, alright, I'm just not getting that. It doesn't look awkward. And I love Rockstar, so hands out to them. So I go up to the counter, nice old lady there. She was like the coolest lady about it. She's like, oh, so I see no one really does this for their girlfriends if they think they're pregnant, so I give you big props for doing this, and I'm pretty happy. And I was like, yeah, she's probably not even pregnant anyway. She's like, yeah, that usually happens. A lot of girls are bitches. And I was like, oh, she knows where I'm coming from. And I was like, that's nice. And she was like the coolest old lady ever. So whoever you are, if you're watching this video somehow, you are the coolest lady ever. Not even kidding. So holy shit, I'm getting crapped on. But yeah, so I ended up buying it, walked out of the store, I threw it at her, I was like, here's your shit. And she was like, alright, and I was like, yeah, I bought this, and we ended up walking. I tried acting cool, because I didn't want her to fight with me. She was already being a bitch, and I don't like when people are constantly fighting with me. And yeah, I just don't like when people are constantly fighting with me over shit that I didn't do or not associated with. So we ended up walking to Sherpers, and if you don't know what Sherpers is, it is a gun, knife, hunting type store with, you can get BB guns, you can get anything there. You can get old, Vietnam, like, helmets. You can actually get Vietnam, antique type things there. You can get World War II shit there. Pretty much anything that you think was in the world, or any world wars, pretty much. Yeah, so we went in there, we're walking around, she was trying to be all like girlfriend to me again. And I was like, hey, why not? I guess maybe I do like her still. Maybe I do. And we ended up going home, going back to her house, and it was cool and all. It was cool. She wasn't pissed at me anymore. Everything seemed kind of straight, and I was like, alright, this seems legit. Now let's do this thing. So she went in the bathroom, did her thing on that pregnancy test. She came back a couple, like, what is it, 10 minutes, 5 minutes later, something like that, and she said it was negative. And I was the happiest dude ever. If you ever know how that feels, not having to have a kid when you're that young. I've had so many pregnancy scares, but not one that severe. So, not saying I'm a bad kid or nothing, but hey, it happens. So I was so happy. I was ecstatic. And guess what she does? She gets pissed at me for being ecstatic about it. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure she knew that I already found out in my head that she was lying. And she tried covering it up again. She tried lying and being like, well, they don't always be negative. or always be positive all the time. They might just be lying to you, and they might be false. I was like, I doubt that. And she ended up taking it a couple days later to the second one, and it was negative again, and everything was fine. I was even more happier, and I was like, fuck it, why not? And I ended up stopped talking to her for a while, and everything was cool, but she was pissed at me. And what actually happened then, she thought I was going to end up going back out with her. She thought that the pregnancy scare would get me back to going out with her. And what the fuck? There's two people right there? But yeah, she thought I would be going back out with her and everything would be fine. Everything would be all relationship status back together. And yeah, I was like, no, I don't feel like going back out with you. You kind of changed my life way too much. And it was a scary change, dude. I felt like I was a totally different person when I was with her. I didn't feel myself anymore. It was just bad, and I was put down all the time. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna be with you anymore. You just bullshit. I can't deal with this anymore. My team is getting shit on right now. Holy crap. Let's get the C flag. And I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. And that's when I ended up stopped talking to her for a while. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 months, and what she actually did, I'm not going to say this is an appropriate thing you should do. Don't ever send a girl nude pictures unless you're totally fine with your body. And guess what? I'm totally fine with my body. I don't care if it's seen anywhere. I'm totally down with that. Just don't ever do that. I don't even care. Actually, don't even, if you're fine with your body, don't even do it. I don't even do it anymore because of this. So she went to a party and she ended up showing all of my pictures that I sent to her to people at that party. And she was trying to laugh at me, sending pictures that I sent to her, even ones that were like trying to be cute with her when we were in a relationship, laughing at me and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with her? And she pretty much just, I don't know, she just kind of tried ruining my life there. Like, that was just the #1 bitch stab move. Like, what are you doing? You can't do that to somebody. That's fucked up. You don't do that shit to people. And yeah, I don't know. That was like the kicker there. I was like, I don't even want to talk to this bitch anymore. She's fucking done. And since my dad's a cop, and my mom is just like, she hands down would protect me from everything. So I had them both kind of step up, and my mom was like, texting her and shit. She's like, if you fucking have any of my son's naked pictures on there, he is a minor, and you could be going to jail for that. That is what is that? Like pedophile sort of type of thing. Well, I don't even know what that's called. Something underage pictures of something, of a minor maybe. And yeah, she ended up doing that, and then she got kind of scared, or acted like she was scared. I'm pretty sure she deleted the pictures because she said, my mom said that she was gonna send over what is it? I can't remember. What is it? What are those called? Private cop or some shit. What are those? I don't even know. But she said she was gonna send over one of those, and she could have got arrested or whatnot. So that kind of scared her into thinking that that was true. And yeah, that kind of stopped it from there. And that's when I ended up dating the next chick, because I thought, all right, now everything's cool. Everything's awesome now. I'm guilt-free now. I can do whatever I want. I can go date with whoever I want. And what happened 2 weeks into that relationship, I was stupid. I ended up falling back into that category. If anyone has an ex-girlfriend, you know how that is. I'm going 11-18, holy shit. But you know how that is. You kind of, if you start talking to her a little bit, you kind of get some of that feeling back. And this reminds you that this is only a month after the relationship ended. So it was kind of weird. It was like, why not? I don't know. She's cool with me again and whatnot. She's not a bitch. That was my mistake. So 2 weeks into my new girlfriend's relationship, she pretty much started talking to me. Everything was cool. And when I started talking to her, she started talking shit about me to the new girlfriend. Started saying how I was flirting with her, and how I wanted to get back with her instead of the new girlfriend. I didn't want to be with her or some shit. That's completely false. And what happened is, when she said that stuff to me, the new girlfriend totally believed it, because I guess girls totally believe each other for some reason, or at least stupid girls do. and they don't want to respect the boyfriend for some reason, and I don't know how this goes, but I guess this might be a girl code or some shit. But yeah, that happened. So that even turns out how much more of a bitch the old ex-girlfriend was. I don't want to give out any names about this at all, because this is just what happened in real life. This is my real life story about how ex-girlfriends can be bitches. I don't know if you guys ever had the same experience. This is the worst ex-girlfriend I've ever had, and since then I haven't been in a relationship for a whole year because of this, and I was like, I am done with relationships for a long ass time. And also in between that time when I was dating her, she would always try saying that she was gonna break up with me, or that she couldn't handle me anymore and she was done. So that kind of broke it in between it, so I was just losing feelings. And yeah, that's my whole ex-girlfriend fucked up pregnancy motherfucker breaking my new girlfriend up with me and shit. So fuck you, bitch. Hopefully you're not watching this video, but I don't really give a fuck. You can watch it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. This has been your boy Freaky, and doing live comms over 2 games. And yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe button is up above, and the like button is right under the video, and so is the comment. So comment below on what bitches you have encountered. So this has been Bitches, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Before I started dating the other chick, she said, and I quote, that she was pregnant.